Hello and welcome to this episode of Healy Horizon. I'm your host Martina Kling and I'm so happy to be your guide on the journey towards personal wellness. This month I'm hoping to finish out our season of renewal that started in January this year, just 2 months ago, strong and find ways to stay motivated professionally but also personally all year round. In that spirit, this month's theme is one that is very near and dear to us. This March, we celebrate Women's Day. To our women viewers, have you ever felt like you're at a disadvantage in your career? Well, there is a reason you might be feeling that way. According to the United Nations, only about 7% of CEOs worldwide in 2020 were women. This trend continues with wellness, with the World Health Organization saying that being a woman can disproportionately affect how you receive care and take care of yourself. Our mission at Healy World is to allow everyone to strive towards a life of freedom, passion, and joy. This episode of Healy Horizon is all about uplifting the women in our lives, whether it is for ourselves or the special women around us. Today we have an impressive lineup of speakers here to give expert tips on supporting your personal and professional well-being as a woman. We'll also get to hear some inspiring stories from the ladies in our community, Dr. Maren Kemper, Julia Siebers, and Jessica Hesser, who have been successful in all their respective businesses and careers. Plus, if you stick around during this episode, you will have the opportunity to win some really incredible giveaway prizes, so I would say keep on interacting and listen up for the instructions. Let's get started. I am so excited to introduce you to the first of our inspiring speakers in this episode. Please welcome back to Healy Horizon the amazing Dr. Maren Kemper. Dr. Kemper is a woman's wellness expert with years of experience in researching microbiomes and the impact of gut health on your overall wellness. She is also the CEO and founder of her own company. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Kemper.
Hello, my name is Dr. Maren Kemper. I'm the founder of Within Supplements and an expert on gut health, and I'm very excited to talk about gut health in women in March, an essential topic in this month of women. Dear men, please don't tune out. Firstly, it's quite fascinating how we women function, and secondly, there will be some dietary tips later that can improve the gut health of all of us. We women are not just little men, we're something special, and that uniqueness makes it complicated to study. That's why science has somewhat neglected us. It's much easier to study men than us women. And many study results are intended for men and the treatment of men. However, things are starting to change now, and it has been realised that women are not just small men. We women go through different life phases. It starts with puberty, then we have a fertile phase, and then we go through menopause. Especially during our fertile phase, we undergo a monthly cycle that is associated with the build-up and decline of various hormones. When it comes to gut health, women report changes in digestion and bowel function during the menstrual cycle. These can include symptoms such as bloating, diarrhea, digestive issues, and also constipation. Estrogen and progesterone, which are important female sex hormones, vary during our monthly cycle. And these changes in concentration also affect our bowel activity. For example, the rise in progesterone towards the end of the cycle can lead to a slowing down of bowel activity, and thus to constipation. And the opposite can occur at the beginning of the cycle when these hormones have declined. In addition, there can be water retention and bloating due to hormone changes. Shall we delve into a bit more detail and take a look at the gut microbiome? Yes, those billions of microbes that reside in our colon and do a lot of good for us when they are in balance. And in this gut microbiome, there are specific gut bacteria. They're referred to as mystrobolum, and they actively influence estrogen metabolism. And they do this by metabolizing estrogen. And scientific studies? Yes, science is now focusing on us women. In scientific studies, it has been found that women who, for example, experience PMS, that's premenstrual syndrome, if they have a balanced gut flora, have fewer symptoms. So, if we have certain bacteria lacking in our gut microbiome, unfortunately, the symptoms of PMS can also worsen. Additionally, our gut also has a lot to do with how well we women go through menopause. Inflammation, weight gain, all of this is also determined in part by our gut microbiome. So gut health is really closely related to women's health. When comparing the gut health of men with women, it's found that women are more likely to suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, while men are more likely to develop colorectal cancer. Now, the good news is we can have a positive impact on our gut health. So, men, you can definitely tune back in now because we're moving on to tips and tricks for better gut health. Let's imagine gut health as a table. It stands on 4 legs. You've got nutrition, you've got sleep or relaxation, mental health, and the 4th is exercise. We'll first focus on the pillar of nutrition, and that doesn't mean you have to completely overhaul your diet, because few can stick to that. Instead, imagine slowly introducing the good things, and then you'll feel so much better that you'll gradually want to cut out the not-so-healthy things. So what is particularly healthy to improve your gut health? It's trying to consume predominantly plant-based foods, because our gut bacteria thrive on plant-based foods because they contain everything they love. That's fibre and polyphenols, secondary plant compounds. So they feed on these 2 things, but there isn't one plant-based food that you should eat day in, day out. Rather, you should try to vary it and turn it into a challenge. Try to consume 30 different plant-based foods per week, from fruits, vegetables, herbs, seeds, nuts, or even spices. Write it down and give it a try. Secondly, you need lots of probiotics, such as yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, but they must be unpasteurized. If you don't like any of these, high-quality dietary supplements can also help, because these often offer even higher doses of good gut bacteria that can support your gut health. Third point, when you're at the supermarket, take a look at the packaging. Turn it around and see what ingredients are included. Often it sounds quite adventurous, and all these substances and everything that's in there, which you just don't know what they are, sound a bit like a chemistry set. These are never good for your gut health. Fourth point, and your gut bacteria love this, that's omega-3 fatty acids. You can find these in fatty fish, but you can also find these in flax seeds, walnuts, and chia seeds. And fifth, well, who would have thought? I'm sorry to say it, but our gut microbiome doesn't like alcohol at all, so try to limit your alcohol consumption a bit. And if you try to slowly integrate these 5 tips into your daily routine, you're doing a lot for your health. And remember, good, all good. And that goes for women as well as men.
Wow, I did not know the scale and impact of our gut health on our overall well-being as a woman. Thank you very much, Dr. Kemper, for sharing your expert advice, because it is so inspiring to see a woman thriving in her own field. Dear viewers, which of Dr. Kemper's tips are you going to try out at home to boost your own wellness? Write in the chat. We are very, very interested in your comments. Now, next up, let's get right into it. I think our second guest speaker is really going to blow you away. Please join me in welcoming Julia Siebers to our Healy community. Julia holds many different titles. She is a yoga instructor, she is a holistic nutritionist, medical astrologer, and the owner and founder of her own company, Ulias. We are so lucky to welcome Julia to this episode as she tells us a little bit more about her business, her vision, and how she stays motivated and upbeat.
Thank you, Martina, for this nice introduction. And yes, hello from Bali. I'm Julia, and my background is I studied holistic nutrition, and before that I came from the yoga path, and then I studied medical astrology and put astrology on top of that to enhance my own well-being, as I wanted to go really deeper into my body and know how I can support my body on the most holistic way, to feel better and to just help my well-being and my health from that perspective. And a woman's well-being, I mean, we deal so much, and we have we have obviously mental challenges like all of us have, but also maybe as mamas we deal with postpartum symptoms, or in general like motherhood and beauty, also in the society that we live in. Like, the well-being of women is really high impacted, I think, in today's world, but we can do so much on a really holistic basis to help us also there. And for me personally, well-being equals success. I mean, everyone has their own definition of success and what that really means for them. Maybe it's like how much money you have in your bank account, or how much time you can spend with your friends, or how much you can travel, or how much you can buy on your superfoods and all of that. So for me, it is really having the freedom and having the time to be present for my child and to be healthy for my child. Because if I'm not there, and like, who is there to raise my child? And I really want to be present, to be healthy, and to be the best version of myself, to help my children and my child really grow up and give them my energy as well. And yeah, so that's one of my really crucial parts that I want to like have and work on my well-being. Then success, as I said, can have many definitions. Obviously, of course, I'm a mom. I do multiple businesses, and of course, I want to also be financially supported, right? That's also a big part of well-being. And I think it comes together when we also don't like feel very good supported in that way. And although Healy has given me so much support from the business perspective and from the way I can do business also with Healy, I use Healy also for all my other businesses, because I can always come back to this device. Maybe being it like when I do like working programs, or beauty programs, or like general woman. There's so many woman programs that Healy offers specifically for women. So working on my well-being in that way as well. And then obviously the nutrition part, that was for me a big point of working and using Healy as a device from the nutrition perspective. And then also the coach, like the success, the Healy coach model is one thing that I always come back for, also when I use and when I'm using working with my other businesses. And yeah, it has really helped me in so many ways. And also when I got introduced to Healy, I knew that the founder, Marcus and Christian, they even also met on an astrologer event. And that for me was also part of, wow, how is this company really set up? And that was exactly what I, as an astrologer and a medical astrologer, was looking for the future, because I know that we are going into very, very new terrain, like new times. We are in this technological revolution, really, and everything is really happening so fast. I think all of us noticed that. So I wanted to have a device, like a tool, that can help me in this way, because from my background, I have worked and applied so many different methods and techniques of and like supporting my well-being, but none of those and none of them can help me in such a fast way as Healy can do, applying the frequencies. So yeah, my tip is really, really for you, start working on your well-being first, as with that, success and everything else will come. We always think like, oh, I need to accomplish that, I need to do that, I need to do this, and then I can rest. But actually, energy really goes the other way around. If you are in a good well-being and positioned in a good health and well-being, you attracting, believe me, you attracting other things that are more aligned for you. And then it's always I see it always working that way also with my clients. And of course, working with frequencies are the future. For me as an astrologer, from this perspective, I know that we're going into this direction, and I know that this is the time, that the chance actually really, really for us to use this energy, frequencies, all these topics now for the good, for the better, for our bodies. And get to know you, like really get to know you, your blueprint from the astrology perspective. Like, don't compare yourself to others, because you are so unique. And also with the diets, like diet forms, like what works for others will maybe not work for you, because you are so different in your own blueprint. So really dive into how you are, what you really are made of, and then working with that. And of course, also use the good side of this technological revolution. Like, there are so many good technical tools that are coming right now, also from the AI perspective, maybe helping mamas. For example, I just released an ebook that is about like moms and money, and how AI can maybe support us in our businesses as well, to not burn out, right? And also to help us financially, having a financial support as well. So really use these devices, use Healy for all these different parts of your life, because there is this frequency that you can really use for basically everything. And that is for me also with Healy, because I always see the person and the body as this whole holistic being. And Healy for me also applies this and gives us the perspective of the holistic concept, because it can apply maybe the frequencies that are good for me, and then obviously for another person it applies the frequencies that are good for them. So it's a really, really holistic solution, and that's what we really need. So yeah, I really wish you all the best, and I thank you for having me here. I really hope that we are talking very, very soon, and I give the work back to you now, Martina, and thank you so much.
That was fascinating. It was great to hear your advice to other women trying to work towards success. Now, did anything specific resonate with you all in the audience? Let us know in the chat again. And Julia, thank you for sharing your journey with us. We've had some unforgettable guest speakers in this episode. I feel so motivated to keep up with my personal goals and make them happen. Because no matter who you are, woman or not, empowerment is for everyone. And I hope you can take some key information away from each these insightful business leaders. Now, get ready for a challenge. We have 2 giveaway prizes this month and both of them are extra great. For our first prize, get ready to take control of your own well-being and success journey with the MagHealy Classic Edition. With this device, you can customize the MagHealy of your dreams out of a selection of applications and time periods available to meet your exact needs. There is still 2 more prizes to win during this giveaway, and another live viewer will win 2 Healy Gold editions. Give one to a friend, for example, to use it as a motivation to begin your member journey with Healy World Business. It's really totally entirely up to you. Do you also want to win these awesome prizes? If yes, all you have to do is to participate in the live chat and answer one question. In what way can you as a woman or the woman in your life, mother, wife, girlfriend, daughter, friend, colleague, prioritize self-care and well-being with Healy World? Take a moment to think about it and then type it away. I cannot wait to read all of your uplifting responses. But now, let's turn to our next Healy Horizon speaker. I'm very proud to introduce one of our very own independent Healy World members with the rank of Vice President, Jessica Hesser. Jessica has accomplished so much ever since starting her business years ago, and her career has been incredible. Thank you so much for joining us, Jessica. I cannot wait to hear your advice and get inspired by your success.
Hi, my name is Jessica Hesser. I have been here with Healy for 3 years now, and I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience here with Healy, how I came in, really what I focused on to build a really beautiful business for myself, and hopefully this will be useful to you. Healy came into my life because I was really praying for some support with my physical body. And we all know how incredible Healy is at supporting all levels of the human, including this physical body. I had a pretty tremendous and life-changing transformation with Healy very early on in my journey. I also, at the time, I spent many years as a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher, but I was really looking for a different way of receiving income. I was really looking for a way of working that nourished me and nourished my family and didn't require that I deplete myself. So this was another prayer that I had at the time Healy came in. Brand new to network marketing. I had never done it before. But honestly, I was so passionate about this device. I was so excited to share about it because of my own experience with it, that the business was, a pretty organic evolution. I was already telling everybody about it. So, why not then jump into the business and see what could happen here? And I think there were a few things that really helped me in creating success for myself. For one thing, I actually already had spent years cultivating a online community. So mostly for me, I do my work on social media, but really cultivating connections and community there. I had a community that trusted me. I'd already spent years building it. So certainly that was of benefit to me. But just like everyone, I started that at 0 as well. So it doesn't matter where you are in that process. It's always possible. But the other thing really was I found Healy very easy to sell because I was so passionate about it, because I loved it so much. And I think that, that kind of energy, when we're really like connected to what lights us up about something, when we're really connected to what excites us, what we're passionate about, and then we go and we share that with others, we make that public, it's very magnetic. And so in that way, building the Healy business, was easeful because I was really tapped into that. The other thing that I did, I think that really benefited my growth here was like being a good student. Coming in, I knew I was looking for something different. Like I said, I was looking for a way of earning income that, I'm not afraid of hard work, in the sense that if I love something, I'm going to pour myself into it. And I definitely poured myself into Healy. But I'm not interested in the model of success that requires I burn myself out in order to receive money, or, I have to drive myself to depletion. And because I was looking for something new and I'd never done network marketing before, I just became a really good student at the beginning. And I remember coming in and meeting with my mentors, and I said, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And that sort of like beginner's mindset, where I let myself be really coachable because this was something so new to me, I think was of great benefit. And so then receiving sort of the information about how to do this business from the mentors, from the people around me that were, already modeling success here, had done network marketing, and then putting, my own energy signature on it. So anything I'm going to do, even if I'm being a good student and being coachable, the way it comes out of me is going to be infused with my essence. So those two pairings, I think, were really essential to, growing my business and doing it from a pretty easeful place. Again, that doesn't mean I wasn't putting myself in it, because I most certainly was. But easeful in the sense of, it again being this organic expression of something I was truly passionate about, rather than force or striving or hustle. So Healy, the device, has, so supported my physical well-being, my body, my nervous system, my mind, my emotions. Like it's such a beautiful support like that. I love my business, but for me to be really well, I need spaciousness in my life. I need time to be in nature. I need time to meditate. I need time to just be. I need time to spend with my family and be really present. So it's been a really beautiful journey, having these two kind of levels of support, both with the Healy device itself, but also with the business. And the other thing about the business, is this community weaving that we have here. So we're not doing things alone. We're sharing resources. We're collaborating. This community weaving is really supportive, again, like for the nervous system and for amplifying our time and energy, because when we come together and we share resources and we collaborate, we have to do less individually. And it's just been a really beautiful gift. A really beautiful gift that was definitely an answer to my prayers, and also something that I didn't quite expect, but I'm incredibly grateful for. So if you're new here, if you're looking at like, how can I grow my business, my two tips, like I started with, are really tap into what lights you up, what excites you, what do you feel most alive about when you're talking about Healy. Is it the community? Is it the device? Is it the business? But if you can really anchor into like what's really alive in you, into your own passion, and then go share that joyously, go share that freely with other people, that's what's going to be really magnetic. And that's what's going to help you grow without like the hustle and the force and all of that ends up leading to depletion and burnout. And the other thing is, be really coachable. Let the people around you that have modeled how to do this business well, let them guide you. Learn, have that beginner's mindset and learn something new. Don't just think you know it and do the same old thing that's not working. Like, really open yourself up to trying new things and to being coachable, and of course doing it in your essence, doing it in your own energy, but being willing to be a beginner in the sense that you're willing to learn and you're willing to try new things and you're willing to like take the beautiful mentorship and guidance that is all over the place here in the Healy world. I think that's all I have for you. So I wish you the best, and super lovely to connect with everyone.
Your drive and spirit are contagious, Jessica. I hope everyone in the audience are feeling the passion to pursue and unlock their own thriving career and business. I am so grateful for all the unique perspectives our speakers have shared with us so far. For all our live viewers, don't forget, you still got time to grab one of the giveaways. All you have to do is share how women, whether that is you or someone in your life, can prioritize their self-care and well-being with Healy World. But winners or not, I want to thank each of our viewers for joining us today. It is really always energizing to see this many people taking control of their destiny, of their own life. Next up, we are switching things around a little bit. In honor of Women's Month, we are especially grateful to have a huge community of women empowering other women. I wanted to take a moment to celebrate the girl power we are all a part of, so please enjoy the best of My Healy moments from some of our leading ladies.
The game changer, the frequency for you, me, and everyone.
Hi, beautiful souls. Just wanted to send you some positive energy from my selenite and play my flute for you. Well, I hope that you have a beautiful Monday, and I'm sending you so much love from my heart. Blessings.
La escasez no es la falta de recursos, es la incapacidad de reconocer lo que ya tenemos. La abundancia no viene del dinero. La abundancia es un estado del ser y viene de la capacidad de sentir gratitud. La gratitud es la frecuencia más elevada que existe. Así que pregúntate, ¿con qué estoy resonando hoy? ¿Estoy viendo lo que no tengo o estoy en gratitud por lo que estoy creando?
MagHealy and I, enjoying the long walks with my dog in the morning. Today, with the program energy, to get the utmost of this beautiful day.
The greatest gift you can give yourself and humanity right now is applying self-love and self-care, really connecting to yourself, really nourishing yourself, looking after yourself, and just being the best version of you. You know, there is a lot of heavy energy around with world events and also from a planetary and universal perspective. So take time for you. You are the most important, incredible vessel that is here. And when you can undo that conditioning that self-love and self-care is selfish, and actually it is the most wonderful gift you can give yourself or others.
Now, after seeing this, I can only tell you that I'm so lucky to be a part of a community of such strong women. I hope you all feel the same way, and with that, our time comes to a close. Thank you again, Dr. Kemper, Julia, and Jessica. Each of your stories about well-being and success were so inspiring to hear. I hope you have enjoyed this Women's Month special at Healy Horizon. And whether you are a woman or work with women, we all have a responsibility to lift each other up to new heights. May every day you spend with your precious Healy World community just be a reminder to work towards your wellness and success goals. Thank you for joining me. Have an amazing rest of your week. I'll see you back next month. Bye-bye.